Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy? Sports and Fitness Rants. I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, man. Got another great video for you guys today, as usual, man. You guys know the deal on this channel. So about setting the record straight, stopping the lies, stopping the narratives, stopping them from rewriting history, guys. And in this video, we're going to talk about... we're going to talk about this clip that I saw, man. Shout out to my man Jordan vs. LeBron, the YouTube channel. I was listening to a video of his this morning, and he was talking about Stephen A. Smith promoting LeBron James going back to Cleveland, y'all. That's right. You heard me correct, ladies and gentlemen. They are promoting LeBron James going back to Cleveland. But the way that they promote this exposes LeBron James and exposes the actual NBA and the lack of competitiveness that they continue to promote for this league. I don't get it, man. They're promoting this LeBron James to not be a competitor. That's what Stephen A. Smith's talking about. Go back to Cleveland because it's easier in the East than it is in the West. What are we doing here, man? My God, this is supposed to be the greatest player of all time? No. Stephen A. Smith said he's right behind Michael Jordan, number 2. Second greatest player of all time, according to Stephen A. Smith, needs to go to the East because the West is too hard. We're going to talk about this video, man. And I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world, everyone across the states has been supporting my channel, man. Once again, you guys know I'm truly humbled, man. I want to send a special thanks out to Thanos Snap Feminism. Much respect to Thanos Snap Feminism for always coming through the live streams, supporting me and AOH for a while now. Thank you for coming through with the super. It means a lot. Shout out to my man Ivan over at High Navi Group, man. Shout out to them. They just became a member of my channel. So shout out to my man Ivan over there at the High Navi. Shout out to Rick James once again for coming through with the super. My man Rick James, like I said, the original person, the first person ever sent me a super. So shout out to my man Rick James for coming through. Shout out to KK, my man Enrique for coming through with the super, man. A true supporter of my channel, always coming through. And shout out to Sin Semilau. I hope I didn't say your name right. I probably jacked it up. Forgive me. But shout out to Sin Semilau for coming through with the super. It means a lot, guys. Thank you very much, man. And you guys know what to do. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys, man. Like I said, shout out to my man Jordan vs. LeBron. I was listening to a video of his this morning. And like I said, I listened to the clip from Stephen A. Smith on ESPN promoting LeBron James going back to Cleveland, guys. Now, if you don't know, like I just said, apparently, Stephen A. Smith, like I said, ESPN, these clowns out here are promoting LeBron James go back to Cleveland, guys. And why are they promoting LeBron James, to go back to Cleveland? Why are they promoting something like this? Why are they promoting this narrative, a storyline for LeBron James to go back to Cleveland and end his career in Cleveland? I don't understand this, guys. Does it make any sense to you? Why must they always promote LeBron James having to go someplace else? Right? Why do they always have to promote LeBron James as if he's entitled to be on a championship contender? Remember, these are some of the things that we always talk about. They make it seem like LeBron James is entitled, because he's LeBron James, to be on a championship contending team every year. Right? LeBron James has to win another championship. He has to be in a contender. So every year, the same things happen. LeBron James has to be in a contender. What can they do for LeBron James? Right? That's all it's ever about. It's not what can the Lakers do for the Lakers. It's what can the Lakers do for LeBron James. Who can they trade? Who can they release? Who can they sign? Right? What free agents can they get? What coaches can they bring in? This all for LeBron James so that he can be competitive, so that he can win. However, LeBron James himself doesn't seem like he cares about winning like that. It always seems to me that LeBron James cares more about money, cares more about the fame than he does about actually winning. Is LeBron James taking pay cuts? Is LeBron James sacrificing anything on the court? Is he taking less shots? None of this stuff. He's not sacrificing anything across the board for his teams to actually be competitive, for his teammates to actually help him in these scenarios. So every year the same thing happens. The Lakers come up short. They blame LeBron James' teammates. He didn't have enough help. It's not LeBron James' fault. It's never LeBron James' fault. But the really disturbing thing about this clip that I heard, is that from Stephen A. Smith on ESPN, guys. And I wrote some of these quotes down from Stephen A. Smith. Very disturbing, because essentially what Stephen A. Smith is doing by promoting this move for LeBron James to go to Cleveland is he's promoting the lack of competitiveness that we've seen in the league over the last 10 years or so, guys. Essentially, since all the last true great warriors, the true competitors, they all retired. The Kevin Garnett's, the Tim Duncans, the Steve Nashes, the Dirk Nowitzki's, the Kobe Bryants, right? The Jason Kidds, the Allen Iversons. A lot of these guys that we viewed and we looked at as true competitors, guys that went out there and gave it, they're all the great players of that era. When those guys left, retired, like I said, all these things happened, then all of a sudden we noticed a lack of competitiveness in the league. So what have we mentioned? We've mentioned the All-Star game, right? Which is a clear indicator of the lack of competitiveness. Because I've told you guys many times, in my estimation, the All-Star game, what it did or what it really meant when you used to watch the All-Star game back in the day, it was basically like it highlighted, right, and it kind of amplified the NBA. So, like I said, you get the best players in the All-Star game, and what you have is an enhanced version of a regular season NBA game, right? And it'd be enhanced because you have all the best players out there. But the game still was balanced, right? The All-Star game wasn't a bunch of guys just running and chucking up shots or guys just dunking and guys not playing defense and just all dunks and layups all game. No, it was a balanced game. Guys were taking mid-range shots. Guys were shooting the three. Guys were going to the hole strong. But guys were competing, right? Guys were giving effort. They were challenging guys at the rim. They were fouling guys. They were running out there hard. They were giving effort. They were playing defense. They were giving the effort. They're being competitive, guys. That's all you can ask for the professional athletes to do is go out there and compete. Give it their all, right? Be true competitors. Play with that love of the game. Whatever the sport is, this is what you want from the professionals. This is what you want from guys who are being paid. You want to see them go out there and give that effort. They're being paid to give effort. They're being paid to be professionals. What we get now in the last 10 years, guys, it's not competitiveness. And it's due to people like LeBron James. But more importantly, when you listen to someone like Stephen A. Smith talk on this clip, it falls also on the media for not promoting competitiveness and not calling these guys out for not being competitors. So like I said, guys, go on ESPN right now and go pull up the clip of Stephen A. Smith promoting LeBron James back to Cleveland, or go into my man Jordan vs. LeBron channel and listen to the first minutes of the video when he plays the audio of Stephen A. Smith speaking. But basically what Stephen A. Smith is talking about in this clip, why LeBron James should go back to Cleveland, is all because the East is weak and the West is too difficult. Oh man, it's too difficult in the West. They're not going to win no championship. He ain't going to make the finals in the West. And what's really weird to me is, like I said, is exposing LeBron James and the lack of competitiveness, you know, that these guys are promoting out here. We all know that LeBron James is not a competitor like that. Like I said, not on the level of the all-time true great competitors. LeBron James ain't on the level of a Jerry West, a Magic Johnson, a Larry Bird, a Magic Johnson, a Michael Jordan, a Kobe Bryant, a Bill Russell. He's not a competitor like them dudes, man. He's not on that level. He's not. Remember, there's levels to this. LeBron James is not on that level. So Stephen A. Smith is essentially giving LeBron James an out, basically saying, man, why would LeBron James compete? Why would LeBron James ever compete? Why should LeBron James go out there and try to battle and earn a championship, right? Really earn a championship where people can turn around and respect it. No, LeBron James should run to the East, back to the East, because it's weak. And then Stephen A. Smith proceeds to break down why the East is weak in comparison to the Western Conference. He mentioned teams like the Celtics losing Jason Tatum with the Achilles for the season. He mentioned a team like the Milwaukee Bucks losing Damian Lillard to the Portland Trail Blazers. Like, what the hell is Damian Lillard doing for the Milwaukee Bucks any damn way? Who cares what Damian Lillard's playing? Damian Lillard has zero impact on championships. All right, let's be real here. Damian Lillard ain't like that. So I don't even know why you mentioned Damian Lillard leaving the Portland Trail Blazers. I mean, the Milwaukee Bucks. That actually enhances the Milwaukee Bucks losing Damian Lillard, right? It's called addition by subtraction, right? That's what Milwaukee Bucks had, in my estimation. But he ran down teams like the Indiana Pacers, losing Halliburton for the season. He ran down a team like the New York Knicks for getting rid of their head coach and still trying to learn each other and develop. You know, he talked about the Orlando Magic and how they haven't really arrived yet. They're an up-and-coming team, but they're not formidable or a true threat. He basically went down all of these different teams and said why they're not going to win or why they can't win, why the Cleveland Cavaliers with LeBron James would be a much more formidable team, crapping on the NBA league that these guys are trying to tell us is more skilled and greater. He just ran down the entire Eastern Conference, guys, in a matter of seconds, telling us the Eastern Conference is weak, and that's why LeBron James should go there. And he should run away from the West, essentially run away from the Western Conference because of OKC Thunder. The Lakers are not going to get past them. The Denver Nuggets, the Houston Rockets he mentioned. He mentioned Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Really, Anthony Edwards we're mentioning in the Minnesota Timberwolves because they beat them last year. These are the teams that he's mentioning that they're not going to get past in the Western Conference. So when we talk about LeBron James' career, and how often do we talk about the championships LeBron James won? And they always promote LeBron James for the 10 trips to the NBA Finals, right? 8 straight trips to the NBA Finals, 10 overall. They love to promote that for LeBron James. But what do we always mention? We always mention how weak the East was. And we're not just saying that to hate on LeBron James, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's not a hate statement. Oh, the East was weak when LeBron James was making those finals. That's the facts, man. That's the facts. No matter what people want to say about making it to the finals, the facts show that the Eastern Conference was crazy weak, guys, compared to the West, guys. I'm not just talking historically as far as the Eastern Conference teams that were in the East and who was leading them and the caliber of players and the quality of these players. It's not what I'm alluding to, right? We don't have to focus on that. If you just focus on the Eastern Conference versus the Western Conference from 2005 to about 2015, I've told you many, many times, guys, if you look at that 10-year stretch, right, the East was way weaker than the West. I mean, guys, it was night and day. When I did the video and I talked about the comparison between the East and West in the 90s, guys, right, I told you all the head-to-head matchups between the Eastern Conference teams and the Western Conference teams. The East came out on top, guys, by 3 games. That's how close it was. It was basically essentially a dead heat, dead even. But when I did those same numbers for the East versus the West had over 100 more games, won over 100 more games than the East, guys, during that time frame. Insane. All right? No balance there, guys. Right? No balance. So we laugh at LeBron James making the finals, right? Or them celebrating LeBron James just making it there when you play in that weak Eastern Conference. If LeBron James was playing in a 90s era East, or the East was just as strong as the West when he played, it was identical, right? Pretty much dead even. They both were tough conferences. And LeBron James was still making these Eastern Conference trips. Then maybe you could point to something. But then we could also bring up the fact that he had to join other players and create these teams to make the finals. So no matter how you slice it, LeBron James shortchanged the game and was not a competitor. Was not a true competitor. He ran away from the competition. Essentially, this was Stephen A. Smith promoting. He's promoting LeBron James run away from the competition and go back to the East because the East is weak. All right? That's sad. That's really sad that you're promoting this guy as the second greatest player of all time. At the same time, you're promoting him to run away from earning a championship, from going through a battle. Like, you want him to run away from that and go where it's easy. He said all he would have to do is win 4 games. This is what Stephen A. Smith is saying. He's saying he's automatically getting to the finals. He's going to get to the finals. All he has to do is win 4 games. This is the problem I have, Stephen A. Smith, what he's saying. And then I'll read off some of the stuff that he said here. He's promoting this, right? He's saying all he has to do is win 4 games. He's telling him to leave the West to go to the East because he's not making the championship, making the finals, not winning a championship in the West. So my man, Stephen A. Smith, what's the difference of LeBron James going to the East then? What's the difference, Stephen A. Smith? You know what the difference is, guys? Stephen A. Smith is once again promoting mediocrity. He's promoting failure. He's promoting LeBron James just get to the finals. That's all he needs. And then he's saying, he got to win 4 games. But you just said that he can't beat any of those teams in the West on the Lakers. You tell me the play that LeBron James is going to be playing with on the Cleveland Cavaliers, right? That's better than Luka Doncic. Who's better than Luka Doncic on the Cleveland Cavaliers that's going to help him get to the finals or win a championship? See, once again, what Stephen A. Smith is promoting is mediocrity. He's promoting LeBron James just needs to get to the finals because there's no way in hell LeBron James can win the finals if he can't win the finals on the Lakers in the West when everyone keeps telling us and promoting that the Lakers got a new look roster. That's all I kept seeing on social media. Oh, the new look Lakers. They signed this guy. They signed Ayton. They signed Marcus Smart. They got Austin Reeves coming back. They got Hachimura. Right? You got Luka Doncic now in shape, coming back for a full season. You got LeBron James, the greatest player of all time. All of that stuff, you're telling me he's going to have a better chance on the Cavaliers to win a championship? No. He's going to have a better chance to make the finals because that's all that's important for LeBron James and his fans. To say he went to another finals. They don't care about him winning it. If he can't win it in LA, how's he going to win it in Cleveland? You see what I'm saying? See what they promote? They promote mediocrity for LeBron James. All he has to do is make it to the finals. That's good enough. He don't got to win it. It's not going to be his fault. They'll blame everyone else. Oh, he don't got enough. He ain't got enough. He ain't got enough help. Stephen A. Smith said this during that clip. He said that the absence of help for Mitchell was the reason why the Cavaliers lost in the playoffs. He actually tried to say that Donovan Mitchell didn't have enough help, but if you get LeBron James there, that's enough help to get them into the finals. But Donovan Mitchell didn't have enough help last year. The Cavaliers won 60-plus games last year, guys. But Stephen A. Smith's trying to tell you the Cavaliers weren't good enough. They didn't have enough help, Donovan Mitchell. No, Donovan Mitchell didn't ball out. He didn't do his thing. He didn't go over the top. Right? Like I said, he didn't raise the level of play for his teammates. And don't forget, the Cavaliers, Stephen A. Smith will mention, they were missing Evan Mobley in the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. So you lost the defensive player of the year with, I mean, my goodness, that's a big loss for them, is it not? So it wasn't like and that's not an excuse for the Cavaliers. But what I'm saying is Stephen A. Smith did not even mention this. He said that Donovan Mitchell did not have any help. That's nonsense. Their team was good enough. Donovan Mitchell and the rest of the guys, they just did not show up like that. And once again, they were dealing with some injuries, which happens in an NBA season, right? And you go into the playoffs. But that's the reality there. But he's talking about LeBron James would help Donovan Mitchell out. No, what LeBron James would do is he would, once again, he would handcuff Donovan Mitchell. We would not see the best version of Donovan Mitchell with LeBron James. No, we would not. No, we would not, guys. And Stephen A. Smith, once again, said he ain't winning no championship in L.A., not winning a championship in L.A., but if he goes to Cleveland, he can make the finals. This is what he's celebrating, Stephen A. Smith. He said the road in the West is harder, right? He said the East is weak. So once again, he's promoting LeBron James to go to a weak Eastern Conference, but then you promote him as the second greatest player of all time? When is this guy going to actually earn a legit championship? You have to battle through some actual great teams to get there without having a super stacked team on his side. When is he ever going to do that? When is he ever going to raise a mediocre team, right? Or a good team to great? When is he ever going to raise a good coach to a great coach? When is he going to make a good player a great player? When is he going to turn one of these good players into a Hall of Famer? Never happened. Never going to develop anybody. Never going to maximize the teammates or the coaches. Never going to sacrifice none of this stuff. He's never done it. He said if LeBron comes back to the Cavs, they're the favorite in the East. This is what he's saying. He goes back to Cleveland, they're the automatic favorite to what? To make the finals, guys, not to win the championship. This is what they celebrate for LeBron James. Once again, mediocrity. Much easier. These are all things he's saying. It's much easier in the East. And then at one point he says, if you get LeBron James back on Cleveland, he says with whoever is there, whoever's left. Because make no mistakes about it, ladies and gentlemen, for in order for the Cleveland Cavaliers to get LeBron James, they got to give up something. They got to give up a bunch of things. They probably got to give up Jared Allen or Evan Mobley. They got to give up multiple players, guys. They're owed $53 million to LeBron James. So they have to give up something for LeBron James. It's not going to just be, oh, we just get LeBron James on the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's always part of the problem for LeBron James. He's always bouncing around from team to team. Teams got to give up a lot of stuff. They're always trading pieces away. They're trading their future of draft picks away. It's the same thing every year for LeBron James teams, guys. They always got to give up stuff to get LeBron James. And then they say, oh, they get LeBron James. Then the Cavaliers are going to be missing something. Oh, they had to give up this guy to get LeBron James. So now they need this. It's always something. It's the same cycle. LeBron James ain't doing nothing for the Cavaliers, guys. Nothing, man. How many games do you think LeBron James is going to play next year? LeBron James is going to play about 67 games next year, guys. So that's a lot of games that he's going to be missing. He's going to be missing almost 20 games next year, right? Donovan Mitchell's going to miss games next year. You know that. So, like, what are we saying here? He said, and then this is one of the things that really was weird to me. He said that LeBron James is beloved in Cleveland. This is where he's beloved, he said. And he started talking about he's a godlike figure in Cleveland. A godlike figure in Cleveland? Really? Is he a godlike figure in Cleveland? I don't know. People out in Ohio, in the Cleveland area. LeBron James is a godlike figure in Cleveland? No, he's not. LeBron James is not beloved anywhere. In my estimation, I don't believe LeBron James is beloved anywhere. LeBron James gets booed everywhere he goes, man. Everywhere he goes, LeBron James gets mixed reviews. I've said this many, many times on this channel, guys. LeBron James is not beloved. He's not in the stratosphere of Michael Jordan. He's not in the stratosphere of Kobe Bryant. We're talking about popularity-wise and being a people's champ. He ain't loved like Allen Iverson. He ain't got the swag of an Allen Iverson. He ain't got the love of a Dr. J, the icon of a Dr. J. LeBron James ain't like one of them dudes, man. He's not like that. He ain't got the charisma or the swag of a Magic Johnson. He just doesn't have it, guys. LeBron James is not beloved like that. LeBron James turned his back on Cleveland. He dipped on Cleveland. But he's talking about how much people in Cleveland love LeBron James, and it would be great to have him come back. It's all about a story now for LeBron James to retire and can retire on Cleveland. He left Cleveland. He could have retired on Cleveland. He should have retired on Cleveland years ago. After the 2017 finals, LeBron James should have retired. That should have been it for him. He won in 2016. You come back to defend your championship, and you guys lost. That should have been it for LeBron James. He should have retired that many years ago, guys. That many seasons ago should have been it for LeBron James. But he left Cleveland again. But now seasons says come back to Cleveland again? And then talk about how much he's beloved? He's a godlike figure? No, he's not, man. That's why he has to promote himself. That's why he has to build shrines and memorials and museums. Remember, he built a museum for himself. To himself. Dude's corny as hell, LeBron James. I mean, it's crazy to me, like I said, that Stephen A. Smith is promoting LeBron James going back to Cleveland because the East is much weaker. That's it. Oh, if he wants to win a championship, he better go back to that weak East. This exposes LeBron James' entire career. All his championships are fraudulent, man. Fraudulent, guys. Had to stack super teams to win these things. The teams that he beat are not impressive. The runs that he has, not impressive at all. When you're on these teams that you're playing on. Like I said, finagling the rules, getting all the help from the referees. There's no one impressed with LeBron James championships. And like I said, we're talking about the teams that he was on and how he bounced around and did this stuff, chasing these rings, but then talks about the rings ain't the end all, the A-all, B-all. But you out here chasing rings. And now Stephen A. Smith wants him to chase more rings. Chase another ring. How does he have a better chance of winning a championship alongside Donovan Mitchell than he does Luka Doncic? Doesn't make any sense. Because Stephen A. Smith is just promoting him getting to the finals. They don't care if LeBron James wins. It's more LeBron James, media stuff. Oh, LeBron James made it to 11 finals. 11 finals. Michael Jordan could never make it to that many finals. No, Michael Jordan ain't playing the weak-ass Eastern Conference his entire career. Michael Jordan had to actually earn it and battle through teams. He had to actually grind it out, right? He had to ascend. That's never been LeBron James. And now these people on ESPN, and you got this clown, Swagoo. That dude, Swagoo. What swag does this dude have? Dude ain't got no swag. Dude, I'm like, look at the Michelin Man. This dude Swagoo talking about basketball. Dude, you a football player. Shut your mouth. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Dude's a LeBron James fan. You know, when Stephen A. Smith called LeBron James the second greatest player of all time, this dude said, oh, hold on, man, hold on. We ain't got to talk about that. We ain't got to talk about that right now. We ain't got to talk about that. Like, dude, you get upset, man, when the people don't have LeBron James the greatest of all time, man. This dude Swagoo's a straight clown. Like I said, he's been out here backing LeBron James up for years on ESPN. Don't know a damn thing about basketball. This dude wasn't watching basketball in the 80s and 90s. These guys have no clue what they're talking about, man, when it comes to basketball. You got football players giving analytical basketball takes. Insane. You over here getting all emotional about LeBron James, man, and talking about, yeah, that would be a great for the story for LeBron James to come back to Cleveland. Stop it, man. They not win no championship with LeBron James. LeBron James ain't leading no team nowhere. Nowhere. He ain't leading no one. He's going to be following somebody to a championship. That's the only thing he can do is follow somebody. Donovan Mitchell ain't taking him there, and he ain't taking the Cavaliers there. That's the facts, ladies and gentlemen. It don't matter who they have on that team. LeBron James ain't maximizing teammates. He's never done it. So he continue to promote his non-competitive league, right? Stephen A. Smith just crapped on the entire East coming into the 2025-2026 season. Just crapped on the whole East. The East is garbage, according to Stephen A. Smith. There's no one there. LeBron James could easily go to the finals. He said all he has to do is win 4 games. So the first 3 rounds, he didn't even worry about that. This guy's supposed to be promoting the NBA in a good way. He just crapped on the entire conference and said they're trash. But they want us to respect this product. They want us to respect Stephen A. Smith and LeBron James and what these people have to say. When you want LeBron James to run away from the West now? Because LeBron James can't get it done in the West. Look what he's done in the West. 1 bubble championship, a bunch of first-round exits, a bunch of play-in tournaments, missing the playoffs altogether a couple of seasons. This is what you've got in L.A. You got these weird LeBron James fans talking about he used to build a statue in L.A. They used to build a statue in Miami. Those LeBron James fans, remember that. Stephen A. Smith don't get that. He's talking about LeBron James is beloved. Beloved in Cleveland. Why? Because Cleveland? Only LeBron James fans respect, root, and cheer for LeBron James. Or he's beloved only by the weird LeBron James fans. Remember, LeBron James fans are not fans of the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're not fans of the Lakers or the Miami Heat. They're not even fans of basketball, guys. They don't care about the NBA. They don't care about basketball. They don't give a damn. That's why I don't care if LeBron James starts a new league. They don't care if he tears the league down. They don't care about any of this stuff. They don't care. They only care about LeBron James. So they'll wait online for those Barbie dolls, right? They'll promote him carrying around purses. They'll go out and buy a short suit. They'll go out there and do all this weird stuff. Wear lip gloss and wear these tight-ass pants and stuff like that. Because LeBron James doing it. They want to be like LeBron James. LeBron James, meanwhile, doesn't even want to be himself. He wants to be like Michael Jordan. He writes Air James on the side of the Air Jordans because he ain't that dude. LeBron James fans are wearing Michael Jordan sneakers, not LeBron James sneakers, but they'll trash Michael Jordan because they know LeBron James ain't that dude, man. Everything always comes back to Michael Jordan. People can talk and say whatever they want. These guys out there wearing Jordans, that clown Swagoo, he's wearing the Air Jordan sneakers, but he's talking about LeBron James, the greatest of all time. LeBron James this. Stop it. You guys are a bunch of weirdos, man. I tell you, soft, feminine dudes are the only people that to promote LeBron James and support LeBron James. Stephen A. Smith is soft and feminine. Look at him. He's a feminine dude, Stephen A. Smith. Look at these guys. Swagoo. These dudes are feminine, man. These dudes are not real grown men that stand on business, stand on principles and values. They don't. You guys know the deal. They want LeBron James to go back to Cleveland because the East is weak. The West is too difficult for him. Even though he's got Luka Doncic on the team, a top 3, top 5 player in the league, they promote LeBron James as a top 10 player still. So once again, the Lakers will have 2 top 10 players on their team next year. No other team can say that, but that's still not enough for LeBron James, the greatest player of all time, or at least number 2, to get past the guys in the West. Keep making excuses, man. They want LeBron James to have an easy road to the finals. Doesn't make any sense, Stephen A. Smith. You should be promoting LeBron James to be competitive and to compete and try to get the Lakers, right? Try to help Luka Doncic get back to the finals. Instead, they're promoting the non-competitiveness. You guys know the deal. I'll catch you guys on the next one.